Hello. So, this is just a brief explanation of steps that we can take as a community to address the public school transit crisis in Baltimore City. So, the Baltimore Banner's been doing some reporting on a ongoing problem related to students having access to reliable and safe transportation to and from school. Students face significant delays when they depend on the Maryland public transit system, and it's leading students to arrive tardy, miss school, and it's impacting their performance in school. So, based on the Baltimore Banner's reporting and a stakeholder conversation that they led a few weeks ago, these are some goals that, if achieved, will help improve the public transit situation for Baltimore City public school students, but also um, people in the greater Baltimore City metro area. So, first, it was identified that we need better communication between the public school system and the people doing the organizing. And so this came up in the conversation. Ashley Esposito, one of the members of the Baltimore City School Board, um, spoke to this and said that she would be working on um, making that happen within the school board. Um, there's a need, obviously, to improve the bus reliability. It takes students on average 40 minutes if they use public transit, and I've been told that that's a very conservative estimate. Um, and so we already have groups organizing for improved bus reliability. We have Better Transit Now with Paul Sturm as their campaign director, and then we have More Transit Equity. So supporting these two groups, following their instructions for their campaigns will help achieve this broader goal of improving the transit system for students. And then finally, Greg Newmark spoke about the need to improve the traffic flow by updating the old traffic signals and integrating them into a modern system or like a smart system. On the little bit of research I've done, it seems like Baltimore City's moving in that direction, but we still have a lot of lights that aren't integrated. And so just generally improving the flow of traffic will help address the problem of it taking 40 minutes for students to get to place. Because a lot of the problem is rooted in traffic jams that happen during peak hours. So, actions that we can take are um, keeping pressure on the school board and school leaders to be mindful and collect data around tardiness absences and how this is connected to bus transportation issues. We need to collect narratives from impacted students and families. We need to organize teachers and school leaders to help identify and support families with advocacy by connecting them to groups that are leading the charge, such as More Transit Now or Better Transit Now. Um, Organize students and families and other stakeholders for rallies and testimony in Annapolis. Contact state delegates and senators directly to call for better transit. So that's something we can each do individually as voters. And then push Baltimore City Council to pass legislation to integrate all the traffic signals into the modern smart system, because that's more of a city level thing. However, there are certainly state level considerations related to that based on my work in the city council. Street lights and traffic signals kind of overlap city and state. And then, why is this important? More reliable public transit means less need for cars. Less traffic congestion means a more efficient economy and a better quality of life for everyone. Better school attendance means better learning outcomes. And better learning outcomes means that more students are going to be ready to help their communities now and in the future. So this is an investment in everyone, but it's particularly important that this be an investment in our students to make sure that they get the best education that they can and that it's not impeded by access to reliable transit.